Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft update video. Today is the pre-release for Minecraft 1.8.1. It has been some time since 1.8 come out. That is because Mojang have been purchased by Microsoft, so there's been a lot going on over there, but now they're back round to the development of the game, and so we have tons and tons of bug fixes in this pre-release, and there's so many that I can't mention them all, of course. I've gone through the list and I picked out the most important ones, but first of all, we're going to start off with the really big changes that have been made. So this one is to the Witch Hut, and why they did this, I am not sure, but the result is going to be great. This is going to make witch farms 50% more efficient. The bounding box has been changed for the Witch Hut, making it bigger. So it starts all the way down here at 64. If you look at the bottom row on F3, you can see that's the bottom one right there. So I put the red blocks where you can have a platform in your farm for the witches to spawn on, and it used to go all the way up to here to 68. It's now been extended by 2 blocks above the roof, so it goes up to 70. I don't know why they chose to do that, but it is obviously a good thing because it means we can squeeze in a extra spawning platform in the farm. And DocM has already put out a tutorial on the new Witch Hut design. If you want to go and check it out, I'll put a link down there in the description box, but for now we're going to move on to the other big change. So the colouring of maps has been changed. I got these images from the Reddit. If you have a look at the colours on the map, you'll see that there's some grey, where on the ground you can clearly see there's red sandstone and sandstone. So this has just been overhauled and made it look nicer. So in the 1.8.1 pre-release, you can see that the colours are accurately represented on the maps, which is a very nice addition, makes them a lot more colourful and accurate. Let's go over some more changes in the pre-release. First of all, we have a new game rule. This is do entity drops, and at the moment it's set to true, which is the default. So when we break this block, the item frame is going to pop off like normal and land on the ground. So when you set this one to false, it'll mean that these items won't pop off and leave items on the ground. So when we break those, you can see they disappear without dropping an item. This next change is to do with portals, and I think it's a really smart change that Mojang are trying to do. Unfortunately, it is a little bugged out at the moment, but when you go through a portal, another portal, and you come out on the other side, there is a default direction that you are facing in, and this can make the Nether a little disorientating when you're trying to travel in the right direction and link portals together. So now the idea is that it's going to preserve the direction you're facing in, which I think is a smart change. However, at the moment we are facing south, and when we go through the portal, what happens? We come out facing north. However, when we go back in, we're facing south again, we come out facing south. And I think the problem here is it depends what side you enter the portal from. So let's face east and go in from this side. We come out on the other side facing east. So if we do that once more from the overworld, yep, let's enter it from this side here. Now we're facing east, and we come out on the other side, we're facing west, which is a little bit strange, but there you go. That'll probably get fixed in the next pre-release or snapshot or something like that. So anyway, on to the next thing. Buttons can now be placed on stairs, but only on this side right here. But let's power it first of all. You'll see the lamp on this side turns on. That's because there's some redstone adjacent to the buttons. So this will power redstone, but it doesn't power the block below it. So this lamp and this repeater here don't turn on. Now if we grab the button and try and place it on the other sides of the stairs, you can see it's only the top that it will be able to be placed. So this next change is an achievement. You can see the overpowered icon there has been changed. I actually think that's a little bit of a bug. If we look at it again, you can see that the entire thing is enchanted. I think that's only supposed to be the apple, but there you go. Another minor little change that they made. So this next one is a fix for a bug that could have been exploited. If you are to place this plant on top of the dirt block, when it gets retracted, it drops an item. And previously, this would drop 2 items instead of 1. So that has been fixed. So that exploit no longer works. And we don't really need to pick up the flowers, do we? So for this next one, we got some player skulls down here on the ground. If you were to hold down control and middle click on this, then you're supposed to get the item and the MBT data, and this previously wasn't working. It has been fixed, so now if you're using player skulls for decorations, you can pick them up and place them back down again. This next change is with the jumping potions of leaping, the ones that give you jump boosts. They did not work with redstone previously. You couldn't extend this to an 8-minute potion from a 3-minute one. As you can see, it's brewing in the next one. We've already got some that are brewed up, so that is a nice little addition right there. The next one is pretty obvious. These are the beacons. We all know what was wrong with this, and yes, it has been fixed. So when the beacon is out of sight of where you're looking, the beam will still appear, which is awesome. Now this next change is one that maybe not a lot of you know about. It's a exploit or bug that's been in the game for a long time, and to show you it we need some food. So let's stand on this and go into survival mode. Now what you can previously have done is break the block whilst eating. So if I hold down right click to eat and then hold down left, to try and hit the block, you can see nothing happens. Now if I break the block and hold down right click, I don't start eating, which is something that you used to be able to do. You used to be able to go along eating and destroying blocks, or also using block on your sword, and that has been corrected and removed. So the last thing right here is something that isn't new in the snapshot. This has actually been around for quite some time, and it was something that I didn't find when it came out. So I really wanted to show you this for a while, and today I remembered. So if you've got some mob spawners, you can get some eggs like this, and if you right click on the mob spawner, you'll actually turn it to the egg that you're holding. So if we put the villagers down here, you can see the villagers start spawning, and of course the guardian won't spawn because there's no water around here. But that is a very cool little addition, especially if you want to play around with the mobs and have fun in creative mode. And that is pretty much everything there is to talk about in this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like. It will always be appreciated. And remember, tonight is the reset for the Hermitcraft server. I'm going to be live streaming later today, so be sure to follow me over on twitch.tv/Asuma. But that is it for this video. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.